There's always something.
I'm just on theme, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't even know what that is. So
Well, actually, before I answer, does Cassie know what it is? My name.
Hair of the Yukon. Is this not from Halloween Horror Nights?
It is from Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah,
I
it's the
could have
name
guessed
of
that.
it's the name of the Yeti house from 2 or 3 years ago, and
Ah,
just my general persona that I'm putting out there at the minute in terms of being right too hairy. I thought, you know what, Yeti, give it a go.
You do
So
look like a Yeti.
I like it. I like it.
thanks. Gonna go Tuesday, so I'm gonna get the chop.
The
Oh, you're
holiday
The,
shave.
hol
shaving?
the
Okay.
holiday cut, yeah, the
I
trim.
I think leave it. Just go full werewolf vibes.
Yeah.
Could do, couldn't I? But no, I mean, how can I wear the cap if I've got too much hair? I need to like
Mhm.
streamline it, you know.
I don't think you'll be wearing the cap, Sam.
I'm gonna
Also a
take it.
hundred degrees.
I'm used to that.
What was it yesterday?
But
116. It felt like. I think last night.
Where?
That's what Kat said in when she's at Hollywood Studios last night.
Oh, I thought you meant in the UK. I was like,
Oh no, not like. I mean,
well,
it's hot here tomorrow.
to be fair, Jay, I said tomorrow's 34.
Mm.
what
Feel
is that
like
relation to Fahrenheit?
Like, how do you do this?
34
Sam will know.
C to Fahrenheit is 93.
Oh,
Yeah, with
yeah,
no
that's
AC.
tough. That's tough.
Right, let's get into it, shall we?
Universally speaking, winning the long run.
Hello, and welcome back to the University Speaking podcast for another episode. Cassie and Sam alongside myself, Jay, for this one, as it's time to look ahead to this year's Halloween Horror Nights event at Universal Studios Florida. The 35th anniversary, also a special year. Um, as you all know, I say it all the time, but I've never been to Horror Nights still. Any first time listeners are like, what are you doing on here for? So I'm simply here to steer the ship, if you will, with Sam and Cassie provided the real expertise. No pressure. Um, Before we get into it, though, a couple of shameless plugs. If you enjoy the podcast, whether that's watching or listening, please do like, comment, subscribe, give us a rating. All of that stuff genuinely helps us. If you want to become a Patreon member as well to support the podcast, you can do. Patreon.com/the Universally Speaking podcast. We appreciate all of our Patreon members. We love you all. And into this week's props.
Yeah, I got my Mel's Diane shirt on. This is like one of my favorite shirts. I actually wear it year round. And it was a UOAP exclusive. I think it is selling for everyone now. I swore I saw it in the no, I don't remember. I saw it last year. But people that weren't pass holders somehow got it, maybe eBay or something. But it's a really cool shirt. I think they should sell it year round, to be honest. So
I always struggle to say that as well. UOAP.
I
Like
know, like
it's not the
UOP.
easiest four letters, is it? It's not the it doesn't roll the tongue, does it?
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, that's today's prop.
I like it. Sam?
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a Halloween Horror Nights shirt, but unfortunately, I think they're all in the suitcases still, so I haven't. So I've gone for three mini props that just happen to be in
Three.
this general area. So the first one is just a pure coincidence, and it's just what I've been drinking out of the last couple
Oh,
of days. So this is a
yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights. It's a freestyle cup, but it was kind of one of those that you pay extra for rather than just the general one. Uh, got a pin, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, coming back to one of the scare zones this year. That was one of the scare zones when I was there. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it when it was one of the houses. But yep, so that's there. Andrew, this one's for you because I know you love a good park map. So in the draw next to me, I happen to have the Halloween Horror Nights park map from 2022, I think. It's got a little boo on the back as well. There we go.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, back into the draw that goes never to be seen again.
So no Kenny this week, so Sam pulled out three props.
Three. And I
Just to
know if
make up
Kenny
for it.
was here, he would like shame us all with what amazing
Yeah.
prop he would have. Like he's probably never
Yeah.
been to Halloween Horror Nights, but he would still have the
Oh, he
best
has, yeah.
props for Halloween Horror Nights ever.
I think he has. He's just not
Has he been?
the biggest fan.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So there we go. So he's not done the big coasters. You have. He's done Halloween
Hmm.
Horror Nights. You haven't. Sounds like there's something to be done there. Get you at Halloween Horror Nights at the same time he can ride the big coasters.
Well,
Sounds like a good trip.
as Kenny said last week, he can't be bullied. and we've all seen that I can be bullied. So that's the end of that game. So I can't outdo you with the props, Sam. I've got two props, not three,
Ooh.
unfortunately. So I'll have to do well, kind of. Does a t-shirt count? I mean, Cassie said a t-shirt, so I guess it does
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
count.
it
So
counts. Yeah,
for the audio listeners, I've got a Sinners shirt on.
yeah. Nice.
Do the classic
Very nice.
weird pose. Yeah, I've got my Sinners Horror Night shirt on. I got a bit of stick from people on Instagram saying, "You're not even going to Horror Nights. Why you got a Horror Night shirt?" But I just like the film, so suck it.
Yeah.
So really cool shirt. Really like it. That's my first prop. And my second prop is Sam, close your ears, I'll shut your eyes. Is a Horror Nights scented candle from the American Hub.
Use code Universally Speaking 1 for 10% off.
No, it's actually Universally 10, so come on, get it right,
Okay,
Sam.
sorry.
Universally 10 is the discount code if you want to get your candles for Horror Nights. So there you go.
Nice.
Thank you again to Dan and the team for sending me one of those to smell on. I love it. Right then, let's get into it. Sam, you're back at Horror Nights this year. Did you go last year? You didn't go, did you?
No, we've going the last few August. We've kind of missed the cut off, to be honest. So year by year, Horror Nights has been getting earlier and earlier. It's now creeping into the back end of August, and this is the first year that we're actually going back into September. So I haven't been there since 2022 actually. So excited, really. It's been one of those things that when we've been there, we've absolutely loved it, but just circumstances have meant, and obviously we're having young kids as well, that we kind of can't go at that time of year quite as often as we would like. But yeah, cannot wait to get back into it. I think it's a vibe in itself going through the parks during the day, but it's like you're in a brand new park, and it is just that park for those 2 or 3 months that the event's live. It's like almost having 10 new attractions, 10 new rides to kind of experience. And then before you know it, November comes, everything disappears, and you'll never see those same things again. So it is absolutely amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And am I right in
Totally.
saying that you're going opening night? All right.
Opening night, that's right, yes. So I think me and Cassie had some discussions a few months ago of, do I go opening night? Do I go the night before, which is where it's this limited edition, limited attendance type of event. But yeah, in the end, I've decided to go for opening. Got express pass sorted as well. Be doing Stay and Scream, so hopefully get through everything.
So it's
Yeah.
just one night you're doing then.
Just one night, yeah. I mean, again, if it was just us two, then like when we've done it before, we've got the multi-night ticket. We've gone 6-7 times in a trip. But yeah, it's kind of almost go one night. Victoria will look after the kids, and then kind of get it out of my system a little bit, and yeah, go back to normal evenings in the parks.
Will you be there till 2 a.m.? The full event?
Probably not. I think that was one of the reasons I wanted Express, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not a night owl, as we know. I've been past my bedtime in 10 minutes.
Getting close.
So I mean, I'm gonna aim for like midnight-ish, and then we'll see. Like, if I'm still going strong, but I just think you probably get to a point where that tiredness just hits you. So it's like, well, if I've done everything and I'm not feeling it, then I'll go. But if I'm still kind of pumped in on it, then we'll see how we go on. Not looking forward to the Surfside buses at 2:30 though. If I am still there that late, that might just be a walk home, to be honest, at that
Godspeed.
point. Yeah.
Do you know what? I wouldn't blame you either. I would probably walk home as well because
It's not that far either. It's like, I know it's going to be warm and stuff. It's probably like 20-25 minutes, really. It's not that far.
Yeah, just run it. Just run
Just
home.
run it. Just run it. Then, so I'll run it, and I'll go run back in the morning and go to Universal Run Club.
There you go. I did all I'm doing
Okay.
Former till late and then went to Run Club. So there you go.
You got it. You can do it.
I can't, Cassie, but we can pretend it's the podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be there till 2 a.m.
I won't be. So I'm gonna go ahead and admit right now, I ain't staying late.
How many naps during the event, Cassie? You gonna have?
Great question. There will be a nap at some point. I can promise you that.
Are you going opening night as well? I think is that right?
I'm going the night before opening night.
Oh.
So I will
The
be
night before
there.
opening night.
I'm doing Premium Scream this
Oh,
year. I'm
nice.
trying it out after many unhappy people from last year. I was kind of hoping they would correct it because the first year it was like apparently like the best thing ever. Second year it was a nightmare. And so now I'm going to try and go this year. And I will be there that night. We'll see. Now that they're not doing frequent fear with Express, A lot of people have bought up those premium Scream tickets because of that. So I think at first I was like, oh, it may not be that bad, but now I think it's going to end up being a sold out event.
How many nights are you doing in that first trip? Just one.
Right now, just one. I do
Okay.
have a ticket for Saturday night, as well, but I do have a fundraiser I'm supposed to be at Saturday, so I haven't really quite decided if I'm staying through. Um, Quick trip again, but I don't live far, so it's okay.
You live quite far.
4 hours, but it's not
Nothing for you
terrible.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get
So
to
it's
go
not
with the
Cassie level, not Cassie, not Kenny level like last week's podcast where it's like, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to go to Disney. 2 hours later, he's
yeah.
in Disney.
Yeah, like he's halfway to
Yeah,
Orlando
true.
from where I am.
Cassie, am I right in saying that you'll be scooting around as well rather than
Yes. Yes, it's true. I will be scooting around. As of right now, I have not been cleared to do much walking at all for a while, actually. So, but I don't have to scoot around everyday life because I'm pretty lazy at home. So, no big issues here. But 20,000 plus steps would probably disrupt something. So, we're gonna play it
Hmm.
safe, I think.
I don't think you can scoot in the houses, can you? But I wish you could. Just
You
like
cannot. You cannot. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm gonna give it another 2 weeks, and kind of see what my doctor says.
what
I'm
you'll be
just
with
picturing you, Jay. You're on a scooter. You're scootering through the houses, apparently the lingo. Someone jumps out at you, shit yourself. You're just ramming down the people in front of you. You don't care.
Yeah,
You're getting out of
I
there.
know. Like I always say, I just fear that I'd punch someone out of reflex and then get thrown out.
I know. I used to think that, but then once I went through, like you don't realize how closely you like
Yeah.
hold yourself. Like you like are protecting yourself, even though they can't touch you. It's just like, eh.
Yeah.
And hopefully for you, Cassie, with the premium scare, hopefully they'll do some decent pulsing, and then you will actually
Yeah,
get some of that yourself. Otherwise, to be honest, yeah, it's such a conga line on the normal lines. Like
Mhm.
literally, you are. Imagine like when you're in the queue for Hagrid's or whatever, and someone's breathing down your neck, and you're like, "Will you just back away? Like you're far too close." That is literally what it's like the entire way through the house. You
yeah.
are just back to back with everybody. It's just a conga line. Yeah.
Sounds quite stressful and claustrophobic and anxiety inducing.
I wouldn't say I've ever experienced that feeling, but I've certainly like
Yeah,
thought this is taking away from the event, just like how back to
yeah.
back and how busy it is. Like in an ideal world, it would be your party and then like 20-30 second gap and then the next party behind. So it's like the house is for you. Like kind of we said on WhatsApp earlier, there's so many times where the person in front of me has got like five of the scares in a row, and I've just got absolutely nothing. I've just watched other people getting scared, and that is just the luck of the draw. Unfortunately, Halloween Horror Nights. We could both experience the same house 10 minutes apart. I could think that is the best house ever because I've had an amazing run through, and you could think it's absolutely horrendous because you haven't seen any scare actors, you haven't seen anything, like nothing has happened for you because five people in front, five people behind have got it all. It is
Hmm.
just luck of the draw.
Yeah, I find it so funny when people say, oh, I got a really crap run through, I got no scares. If I got through without being scared, I'd be like, that was awesome, I loved it. The complete opposite.
No, I'm
I
telling
know.
you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
start to crave it a little bit. Like I thought that the first time, like I went through The Last of Us and I didn't get any scares and I was like, "Oh, thank goodness." But then like I started going through other houses and I literally was like, "Okay, can someone like jump at me now?" Now in Insidious and Jason, those two I got the craziest scares. Like I'll never forget it. And Demon Bounty Hunters from last they literally trapped me between them. Like I'll literally never forget it. Two scare actors like both jumped out and wouldn't let me move and I was like, "Okay."
See, this sounds like
Please.
trauma and PTSD all intertwined
It's all funny. It's all fun and
But you're
games,
paying
you know?
$150 a night for it, Jay.
for the privilege. Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny. Joe sent me something. It was like a meme and it was like um something about being super overstimulated and like paying for something and I'm like that's literally Halloween Horror Nights. Like you spend all this money just to like go somewhere and be like, "Oh my God." And you get out. It's great.
And the Stay and Scream is even earlier this year. It's literally
Yeah.
mid-afternoon. I don't know
Yeah,
how you
it's
feel
going to be
about
really
them.
interesting to see how this one pans out because historically, what's happened with Stay Scream used to be, if we go back like 2 or 3 years, you would go into a holding pen, you would stay in the holding pen, like they might open it an hour, 90 minutes before or whatever. You're locked into that area. And then probably about 5:30, 5:45, once like security have cleared the rest of the park, they would basically open the gates and off you go. And then what they moved to, I don't know if it was last year, Cass, it was the first year, or it's been a couple of years, where it's like a wristband. So at some
Mhm.
point in the afternoon, you could go show your ticket, you get the wristband, and then you wouldn't have to go to the holding pen till kind of later on. But this year, they're actually opening some of the houses from 2 o'clock. So if you're a daytime guest, so you've got an annual pass, you've got a 14-day ticket, etc., and you're in the park, then and they've got Halloween Horror Nights ticket, of course. You can stay in from 2 o'clock and start exploring some of the houses. And normal Halloween Horror Nights guests aren't getting in till probably like 6:30. So you've got a
Yeah.
good head start. And I think it's 3 houses this year that they're opening early. So you could at least get 3 houses done probably in those 3, 4 hours, if not do multiple runs. And then it's up to you whether you want to do those houses again later or not. But it's like for me, my plan would be get my wristband, maybe have the family in Universal. They go do something for like an hour. Maybe I try and get a house done or two. And then we meet up and we've still got some more part time. So it's like being able to like dip my toe in a little bit into Halloween Horror Nights before the actual event starts. So really
This
good.
might be a stupid question, but does it take away any of the kind of theme if you come out of the house and it's still broad daylight or not?
The vibe definitely gets better later on, and
Oh
kind of a
yeah.
tip that I've always kind of lived by is those first 2 hours you want to be wearing kind of sunglasses all around and not taking them off until you get in the house, because otherwise, like that first 30 seconds, your eyes are just like adapting to the darkness. So even though
It's
you
like
look
you've
a
seen
little
the
bit
eclipse
strange, you got
again.
to keep those on till it's like pitch black, really.
Sam, I think you've probably covered it already, but before we get into the houses and the rest of this year's offerings, Cassie, what are your kind of general excitement levels for this year's event on a whole compared to last year?
Yeah, I just feel like the past couple years, I feel like every year gets better and better. Pre-COVID Halloween Horror Nights you hear are like, some of the best times ever, some of the best houses. And I think that they're starting to move towards, their roots, like with like this Jack and Oddfellow, like people have like, those are people's favorite icons. So like this is going to be really awesome, I think. I'm excited for this year. I think I'm more excited for like all the offerings they have this year versus like some of the houses. Like I'm excited for some houses, of course, but like of course not everything's going to be my cup of tea, Sam's cup of tea. So yeah, I'm just excited for the overall vibe of the event this year. I love the theme, so I'm really excited for that.
Just quickly, Sam, what's your favorite house of all time? Put you on the spot there. Just thought of it.
Uh,
Cassie as well.
maybe Cassie can go first, and then
I thought there might be
Sure.
just like one standout amazing one, but I guess there's been so many, it's probably hard
There's
to
been
pick one
some good
actually.
ones.
Yeah.
I loved the Cary Drive-In that it was like I had like six different types of houses inside of it. It was like Slaughter Cinema, like
Oh yes.
yes, that's what it was, Slaughter Cinema. And um I really liked that one. I loved Insidious and I loved Jason. Those are probably my,
Nice.
but it's just because it's like recency bias too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it certainly wasn't the scariest house, but Dead Man's Wharf, which is kind of what I commented on in the group chat earlier, Jay, in terms of what's at Portofino. That was an absolute stunning house. That was 2022, I think. Like absolutely unbelievable. But otherwise, it was a great house, but I just feel like for me, it's probably like it's a vibe, it's a feel. It was
Hmm.
the original Stranger Things, which was 2018, I think it was. So we were planning on going on opening night, but we decided to upgrade our tickets. We went in, we did Stay and Scream. It was the first house we went to, along with like probably 10 of 1,000 people like joining that kind of queue. But like they absolutely smashed it, that house. So again, whilst it may not be the scariest, it was just very much on the Stranger Things hype. It ticked the boxes, just like amazing kind of show scenes. So yeah, I mean, touch wood, I might, learn to bite my tongue on this one if it all goes wrong this year, but I don't generally get scared. So for me, it's just kind of that feel, that theme in. So I think those 2 houses, especially Dead Man's Wharf in 2022, was Sorry, Dead Man's Pier, Dead Man's Wharf, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think Peter sounds right.
One of them. The Dead Man house.
Yeah.
It was like, honestly, like you went in and it was like cold and there was like water effects and unreal.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say like that's kind of how I felt about El Artista last year. It was just a really strong, very cool house. It's what my Labubu's named after Sergio from El Artista.
Of course.
But it had
Naturally.
a lot of really cool effects, so I can relate to Sam on that one. I didn't get to experience the one that he's talking about, but I've heard great things about it. So
Very good. So here are the 10 houses for this year's event. We've got Jack and Oddfellow, Sinners, Stranger Things 5, Hellraiser, Evil Dead Burn, HR Blood and Guts, Madlands, Cybergoria, Invasion Alien Abduction, and Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. Before we get into our thoughts on the houses, let's do a quick fire house draft. So 5 houses for you each. And should we go with ladies first, Cassie? First pick.
let's do it.
What's your number one?
My number one is Stranger Things.
Nice.
That was my number 2. So I can take my number 1, which is Sinners.
Oh, interesting. You've seen the film now.
I have, and again, it's going to have some amazing set scenes. How it's actually going to translate to Halloween Horror Nights, I don't know, but yeah, solid
Yeah.
film.
Cassie?
I will take HR Blood and Guts for number 2.
What's HR Blood and Guts?
I already took it, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but what, I'm trying to take it off my list. What is it? Which house?
HR Blood and Guts presents a Halloween Frightacular.
Yes, it's gonna be cool.
Sounds awful.
I think it'll be
I
cute.
haven't got. Is this big screams on the small screen?
It's
Is it that?
a quick
Yeah.
fire draft, this.
No, I know, but I'm just looking at my list and I cannot see that. I mean, do I need to get the houses up?
Tell you what, the prep is even I've got the list.
Let me.
Stop making me laugh, seriously.
So yeah, sorry.
This is just a horrible idea. Every time I get on here, I'm like, I'm not gonna laugh, and then I laugh the first 5 minutes, and I'm like,
I wonder if I've written down like when there's like the house name and then
Don't
under there's
make-
like the
don't make a
one-line
laugh.
description.
yeah.
No, is this
We'll
the one
just-
where it's like it's lots of mini houses in one?
No,
No, not like the cinema one. No?
no, I
Thought you
loved
spent
that one
today
though.
researching.
I loved Slaughter Cinema. I wish it would come back.
Da, da, da.
No.
What?
Asshole.
Let
Sam,
me
you're not
get a
helping.
list of HHN 2026 houses.
Yeah, just pull them all
Orlando.
up. They're all up there.
Right. I think we're talking about the same house. I think I've just written down something else.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
Right.
Well, I took it, so you have to pick a different 3 or
Yeah,
2.
that's right. If it's the one I'm thinking about, it's number 10 on my list.
You
Oh,
try
okay.
and,
bothered.
if you try and pick HR Blood and Guts now after all this, I swear to God.
Oh, this sounds good. HR. Haunted houses, right. Come on. Okay. Da, 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 da.
I
Yes.
really needed this.
It's
Yes.
fine, right. That's because it's called HR Blood and Guts presents. Like, yep, you're exactly
Yeah.
right. The
Yeah, we
next
got that.
line under that is big screens on the small screen, which must be like the summary that Halloween Horror Nights have given it.
That'd be a,
So
that'd
what
be a
I've done
pretty
is I've
crap
written
name.
the wrong bit of text down.
I see.
Cool. That's fine. I know where I've gone wrong.
It's okay.
So your second pick is Sam.
HR Blood and Guts.
No,
Wait, is that one not free? I'm only messing.
I was about to say.
So my number 2 is Jack and Oddfellow, Chaos
Mm.
and Control.
Great pick. That was going to be my number 3, but my number 3 is I have Invasion, the alien house.
Good shout.
Nice.
Good shout. Mine is one which, to be honest, I'm not that excited about. I think, to be honest, I'm probably into like the middle of the pack stuff, but I've
Yeah.
done the music houses in the past, like the Weekend House in particular. I absolutely loved, and whilst I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Ozzy Osbourne, I am going for that house. I think it could be pretty cool if they do that well. So, yeah, the Prince of Darkness.
Sam, our lists are literally going like this because Ozzy I had next. I put Hellraiser after this. You know, I don't know
Yeah,
how I feel about Hellraiser all that much.
I was more excited about it till I watched the film, and I was like, oh, okay. So
Yeah, I don't.
that was my 6 on the list, but my number 5 is Cybergoria. Is that how it's pronounced?
Cybergoria.
Cyber,
Okay.
How many
Um,
picks have we had now?
Last pick.
yeah. Do I have one more?
Yeah, both got one more. Yeah,
Okay, nice.
No, this is carnage,
Okay.
this.
I guess I'm gonna
a
say
bad idea.
Evil Dead Burn. I'm really not excited for this house because it's gonna be really gruesome and gory, and I know it's gonna smell weird. So, I mean, even if I can't go through any of the houses, I'm excited to hear what people say about it.
You're big on the smells, Cassie.
To be fair, it's Florida. Everyone thinks of BO anyway. There's
Yeah,
not a
you're
nice
right.
smelling
Yeah.
house.
You're right.
So Sam, you're left with Madlands. Is that right?
I am,
Yeah,
yeah, which
heard of
was
that one?
actually the next one down for me after Hellraiser. So,
Surprising.
yeah.
That seems to be quite popular on Instagram from the responses I got.
Okay. Interesting.
Love.
Interesting. So Cassie, you took Stranger Things, HR Blood and Guts, Invasion, Hellraiser, and Evil Dead Burn.
Mm.
Sam, you took Sinners, Jack and Oddfellow, Ozzy Osbourne, Cybergoria, and Madlands. So if you are
Maybe.
watching or listening, yeah, who knows? Let us know who's got the best list, your favorite list out of those 5. Um, where are we now? Where are we now?
Derailed, that's where we are.
I'm derailed now. So let's get into it a bit more now than the houses. I know there's always speculation maps, Cassie, and I'm not sure how accurate this year's was, but I know it's pretty spot on, isn't it? Was there
Oh
any
yeah.
big surprises at all this year that were announced?
I really don't think so. And I've been seeing a lot of videos. A couple of my friends have been posting videos where they're like, is spec map season, speculation season ruining Halloween Horror Nights? Because, we start to really like, I don't know. I just feel like with all the icons that they put on that map, it's pretty obvious. Like you're like, oh, like the banana, that was Fortnite. The upside down clock, Stranger Things. Like it's just I wanted it to be a little more surprising. I mean, I guess I was more surprised by the originals, like HR Blood and Guts, and then them actually doing Jack and Oddfellow. To me, that was surprising, but to other people, it may not have been.
Yeah, I can't imagine like how like if there was no speculation maps, and obviously I'm sure I don't know 5 6 years ago there was a time when there was no speculation maps. I don't know when they kind of started, but how much excitement would there be when that Instagram post drops or that Twitter video drops and you have like no idea and it comes out of absolutely nowhere? Like how
Night
much
and
more
day.
excitement that would
Oh,
provide, surely.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Like I say, it used to be like one person that did it, and you'd have a few versions before it'd get fairly accurate. Now it's just clearly someone who knows it all, and they just basically tell you what it is from. Like the 2027s will probably be confirmed before the end of this year.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll know, and the icons, like, they're not subtle at all. It's like, so I try and avoid the maps if I can, but obviously, when you're on Instagram, when you're in these communities, there's only so much you can do to try and avoid them. So,
Yeah.
not ideal.
In terms of kind of most hyped and most excited for it, obviously you've just done a little draft, so I'm guessing Cassie Stranger Things is that your most anticipated house? And if it is, why Stranger Things? Just the IP.
It is. A lot of people are like sick of Stranger Things because it's been a Halloween Horror Nights before, but as someone who grew up with Stranger
It's
Things,
so
I just
popular as
feel
well.
like it's just because of like my love for the IP. Like the house could be terrible and I could still
Yeah.
love it. Um, and I'm like just excited to experience it. I mean, it's like, one last time of like just getting to enjoy it. So that's why it's
Mhm.
number one for me.
And Sam, again, I'm guessing Sinners is your most anticipated. You just mentioned you watched the film for the first time recently. So explain a bit more about why that's top of your list.
Yeah, I just think that there's some good opportunities. So there's some good scenes in there. I think it could have quite a lot to kind of tick the boxes across the board. I think, yeah, strong IP, strong movie. I think it's always great to almost feel like you are in the movie when some of these houses come along. But if I'm being honest, Stranger Things is very, very close second. Again, like
Hmm.
Cassie, it's a series that I love, a series that I followed. Absolutely loved the first house. I think had I not done Stranger Things house before, even though it was absolutely amazing, it would probably be my number one. But it's just the fact because I've done some of it before, and while season 5 I loved, I know other people kind of didn't, and it'd be interesting to see what scenes they can bring in versus maybe some of the other seasons as well. But yeah, so like Sinners is number one, but it is very, very close to Stranger Things, to be honest.
I'm going to ask a question as a non-Horror Nights person, but when people do these hype lists for the event, are IPs always at the top? Like, is there ever a year where there's an original top of a hype list?
Some years, but I think what's from a hype list perspective, it's easier to be hyped about an IP that you know when you've only got a couple of paragraphs of text. It's quite hard to get hyped up too much for one of the originals. What you'll generally find is people's top houses at the end of it is more often than not an original. Yes, some people will have an IP, and if you go in for an IP and you enjoy the house, clearly that will be your number one. But I think a lot of people, top two, top three, at least a good amount of those are going to be original houses. It's just at this stage, you really don't know. Like on paper, some of the originals this year sound strong, but I've been burnt with that before, to be honest, where you think this is going to be amazing, and you go in and it's like, not that great. So
Yeah.
I think like if they smash the originals out, more often than not, they're stronger than the IPs. If they give it all their effort, if they've got the budget, etc. But it's just you don't necessarily know what you're getting into at this point.
Yeah. I totally agree.
I asked a lot of questions on Instagram to get your feedback and see kind of what you guys' most anticipated house was and that kind of thing. So I didn't actually plan this, but it leads me on nicely from what I just asked you, Sam, that the most anticipated house, the most responses I got was Jack and Oddfellow. That was top of that list, which is an original. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Stranger Things was one vote behind with 10. Aussie one vote behind. And then Sinners, Hellraiser, HR Blood and Guts, Invasion, Evil Dead Burn, and Cyborg. What is it? Cybergoria. Really hard to say. What's harder to say, Cybergoria or UOAP Nights? They're both difficult. But yeah, it's interesting how Jack and Oddfellow, obviously I don't know much about it, but I know it's a bit of a cult heroes of the event.
Yeah, when you asked Sam that question, my mind immediately went to if there was a year that originals were gonna be higher on hype lists, it would be this year because of Jack and Oddfellow, because you have two icons in a house together and people love them both. But Sam's exactly right too, and I want to piggyback off what he said. I went in last year with IPs at the top, and I actually came out with originals as my favorite. And it's weird how that happens. The year before that, I think, IPs were stronger, but
Obviously, in the announcement videos that Universal do, there's not much to go on with the houses. I was kind of looking because, again, Cassie, you made me do a hype list as well, even though I'm not going. I've participated this year to put something together. So you can't really see like how scary the houses are going to be.
right.
What do you think this year is going to be like the most scariest house?
It's so
Is it hard
crazy
to say?
because it's so hard to say because like I got the craziest scares in the WWE house last year and in Gulkin, like the Monsters of the North. Like I had the craziest scares in there. And it was really scary, but like obviously Terrifier was scarier to people because of the gore. To me, I think Evil Dead Burn has that kind of feel to it, like of how gruesome it is, that could be, the scariest of the year. Like Jack and Oddfellow, I think that's fun. Like that doesn't really scare me, but it could scare somebody else. So it's
Me.
very hard to say. Yeah, yeah, it's hard to say. Hellraiser could be absolutely terrifying. Probably will
That's-
be.
Cassie, what about House of the Dragon house? Would that ever work?
Oh my
Just thought of it
God,
then.
they need to make it work. I'm telling you. I know there's that'll never happen, but like a dragon
Yeah.
house, I think they
Yes.
did like a dueling dragon house
Oh,
one year.
yeah. Did they do that one year?
It was like 2 or 3 years.
Who
Or
knows?
I wasn't there,
Yeah.
but
Okay. So let's do our hype list from 1 to 10 for the houses then. Going from 10 to 1. I won't go to you first, Sam. 'Cause you've probably not got the list up in front of you.
Well, I have. I'm just reading up on one of the houses to see if I want to change it or not.
Right. Well, I'll go first to make
Yeah,
a
you
change.
go
you
first.
go.
Come to me last, and yeah.
Yeah, I'll come to you last. You just look up the houses. You make sure you got all 10.
Did you know,
So-
guys? There's a house called HR Blood and Guts Presents. I wonder what that's
Never heard
about.
of it. Never heard of it. So obviously I'm not going to the event. I've never been to the event, so I've based it on IPs that I know and what I think is going to be the least scary. I know there's people listening to this and watching this who are shouting at their cars or their screens or whatever. I know they are, but I'm not going to fake it and lie. So,
No, don't.
um, number 10, I've got Jack and Oddfellow because I don't like clowns. So I'm
You
just pissing
say you
everyone
don't
else
like
off.
clowns, Joe. Jesus Christ, the amount of clown faces I see on Instagram.
Good filter, that mate. It's a good filter.
It's not. It
Yeah,
was
but I don't
fine
look
the first
scary.
like 17 times, but
I
now
don't
we're
look
on
scary.
456. It's not as great as what you think.
No, it's not that many. Anyway, number 10. Number 9, Evil Dead Burn, because I've heard that film is very jump scary. 8, there's a HR Blood. Don't know what that is. HR Blood and Guts.
Hmm.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Number 8, because again, that sounds awful. 7, Hellraiser. He's a pretty scary looking dude. Why has he got pins in his head? I don't know. I've not seen the
Yeah.
film.
Don't waste your
6,
time, Jesus.
yeah, 6, Madlands. 5, Cybergoria. 4, Invasion. And then 3, Stranger Things. I don't mind Stranger Things. Not the biggest fan. Didn't watch the final few series, but I watched the first couple. Obviously, it's a really cool IP. So, number 3, number 2, Ozzy Osbourne, and number 1, of course, Sinners.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd love to do the Sinners
Love
house. Like I said, I don't know how scary it's going to be. It might be one of those that's not that scary. But just, yeah, I'm a big fan of the film, as I keep saying. The music, if they play the music, so good, so cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd actually actively want to do that house.
It's not quite the same, but there will be videos on YouTube, so at least you can kind of see
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
watch
how they
walkthroughs.
brought it to life.
Exactly. And I won't be scared doing it on my sofa.
Exactly.
And it's free. Oh, this is an
Yeah.
easy way to do horror nights.
Yeah. That's how I
Just
felt
get
about
some-
Fallout, though.
Just get some smoke machines.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You can
Put the
make it
candle on, you'll be
smell
fine.
like the
It's
yeah,
hot
the
enough in my
candle.
apartment. It's fine.
Universally 10. Fine.
There you go. University 10. Don't forget it. Sam, you can use it if you want. 10% off.
Oh my gosh.
Cassie, hype list 10 to 1.
Yes, 10 Madlands cannibals hate this idea. Hate. Cybergoria number 9. I think it's cool. I just don't
Too
care.
hard to say.
Yeah, Evil Dead Burn number 8, Hellraiser 7, Ozzy 6, Invasion 5, Jack and Oddfellow 4, Sinners 3, HR Blood and Guts 2, and Stranger Things 1.
Just on HR Blood and Guts, joking apart, Cassie, why is that original so high for you? What is it that stands out?
So I was just kind of watching like background on HR Blood and Guts, and just like the whole story, I guess to me was just interesting. I'm happy to, share a little bit if you want me to, but I'm also kind of like, no one's really cares, I guess, that much, but he is an original that is coming back. So I think whenever you bring back an original, it's obviously proof that it was strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it.
Sam, 10 to 1.
10 to 1. Number 10, Invasion, Alien Abduction. I've been there when there's been an alien scare zone before. That's fine, but personally don't find it particularly scary. So that's coming in at number 10, I'm afraid, Cassie. Number 9 for me is Evil Dead Burn. I've got this on the list to watch, actually, before we head out. I did watch the trailer. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't blown away by the trailer, and I thought, do I really care that much whether I want to watch it or not? But we will see. But either way, it's coming in at number 9. I feel like, you know what, I'm on the radio, and then this week at number 9. There we go. Evil Dead Burn.
Living your dream, especially with that
Right.
headset on.
I know. There you go. Shit sound quality probably, but anyway. Number 8 is Madlands, Caged Cannibals. I think this sounds pretty good, to be honest. It reminds me a little bit of Hellblock Horror a couple of years ago, which I did enjoy, but I think Germany kind of got slated because they wanted to do an IP, and at the last minute the IP pulled out, so they just threw something together. But I still think should be pretty good. Number 7, Hellraiser. Like, what the absolute fuck was that film? Like, the house is based on the first 3 films. I wanted to turn number 1 off. I certainly cannot
what's
watch
wrong with
number
it?
2 and number 3. It's just shit. And you know when
Yeah.
Is it not
something's like
scary?
80s, but it just looks so 80s? Like, you compare it to like Jurassic Park in the early 90s, and it's like, that still holds up. Like, this was just horrendous. And it wasn't that scary. It was just weird. Like, I'm not going to get into the detail. Just give it a go, Jay.
So why has he got
Like,
pins in his head? Can you spoil that for me?
I'm not sure I really know that bit, to be
Oh.
honest with you.
I need to know why he's got pins in his head.
Just watch the film.
No thanks.
Fine. Number 6, new one for the list because it's called something else, is HR Blood and Guts Presents. Again, kind of what Cassie said, it's something that's kind of coming back. It's kind of got that backstory in terms of previous Halloween Horror Nights. It sounds pretty good. Number 5, Cybergoria. I'm sure it's going to be nothing like Terminator whatsoever, but just gave me the feels of Terminator a little bit, bring back some like nostalgia. So we're going for that. Number 4, Ozzy Osbourne. Like I said earlier on, not the biggest Ozzy Osbourne fan, done some good songs, but one of my favorite houses of all time and probably one of the most gory was the Weekend House. And at the time, I remember thinking like, what the hell is this house? Why is this coming? Again, hadn't really seen a huge amount of his music videos, but honestly, absolutely loved that house. So hopefully that will do the same. Number 3, Jack and Oddfellow. Again, I didn't want to rank it high just because other people are and because there's the icons, but if it's something that means so much to the event that they are going to put lots of effort into this house. So I think that one's going to hold up well. And then other 2 I've mentioned earlier on, so Stranger Things, and then finally number 1, Sinners.
Very good. Very good. Moving on to the scare zones then. The 4 scare zones this year, we've got Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, Sideshow of Decay, Fort Nightmares, and Downtown Clowntown, which is the best name. That's easy to say. Downtown Clowntown rolls off the tongue, unlike Cybergonia, what we call it. Shall we address it straight away? Fort Nightmares.
Yes, it is bottom of the list.
There has been a lot of disgruntlement online about this, due to not liking the game or thinking it'll attract certain crowds of people. But there's also people on the other side of the fence that, granted, not as many, that are excited for it. Cassie, I know you don't like teenagers. Where do you stand on this one?
Perfect segue. Yes. Let me tell you, I was a Fortnite teenager myself. I loved Fortnite. Carson and I played till 4 a.m. every single day when we were in high school and college. And so that was just something we did. So I have good memories with that game. Honestly, sometimes I still like to play. Okay. But I can still be mad at the decision that this is going to bring, teenagers in. That is the only reason I'm angry. That's the only reason it's at the bottom of my list. And I think that's the only reason people are annoyed at it. Because I think it has this opportunity to be like a funny scare zone with cool stuff. I think there's opportunity here, but it's also not scary. I love a terrifying scare zone. I want to be chased. I want to be followed. That's the whole point. So I just don't see that here, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And can I be completely honest? People didn't act as bad as this when Five Nights at Freddy's was announced, and that is a huge teenager pool. I did not think the teenager crowds last year were that bad, to be completely honest with you.
Sam, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're not Team Fortnite. Is that right?
That is right. I think I downloaded it. I played for 60 seconds and thought, this is not for me.
That's 60 seconds longer than I've played it.
Do you know what? Also, it wasn't for me, but it's also not for Halloween Horror Nights. It's not scary. It's for me not what Halloween Horror Nights is about. Like kind of Cassie said, it's about trying to bring in an audience, which can be quite annoying at times. It's like younger people that, just going to go there and be stupid and shout stupid things and everything else, just be a pain in the arse. And ultimately, I get why it's it's probably one of the most popular franchise ever, I guess, in terms of games and whatever else. So it's kind of almost seems a bit of a money grab kind of type of situation, or we'll just kind of force it in. All I will say is I'm glad it's a scare zone, because generally I'm not that asked about scare zones, full stop. I'm more of a house person. I will pass through a scare zone. I may linger for a little bit if it's got a good feel to it. This is one which I will just walk through once to kind of see what it is, and I will kind of not be coming back. So I think for me, they probably just wanted Fortnite in somewhere so they can say Fortnite's there, and that will then draw people in. But I don't think it's going to be one of the best.
And Cassie, isn't it in the same location as where your favourite scare zone was last year?
Yes, it is. So, lot to live up to over here, and I'm a little nervous about it. Cat Lady Scare Zone, it was literally oh my gosh, that was one of the best scare zones ever. It was just really awesome. Had a
And
cool
obviously, I
story.
remember the iconic outfit. Have you not got a Fortnite outfit planned? No, no.
Maybe, gosh, maybe I should dress as the banana suit. That might
Surely
work.
people will do something like that.
They
I can
will.
see the dances already.
You're not allowed to wear costumes, but oh, I will be making a video in there doing one of the Fortnite dances. I don't care. I'm gonna be just like everybody
Just
else.
tell
Can
me when
you
you're going to post
please?
it, Cassie,
Can
and
you
I will
please?
unfollow you.
Please
No.
bully Cassie. Please bully Sam into doing it.
He won't.
Please, please.
He won't.
Which one
She's
is
We'll
not
which
take a
even
one's
pic.
the?
she's not even there on the same night as me, so she has no
To be
influence
fair, it could be
whatsoever.
anywhere in the park. It doesn't need to be at the event.
I don't even
I
know
was
what
gonna say
Fortnite dance is, to be honest.
Yeah,
we can learn them. It'll be
you
fine.
could do the floss. Is that one?
Hmm.
What's the one? I'm not going. Let's move on.
Move on,
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
Seem to know a lot about this,
I'm
Jay. Do
too
we need
old.
to unpick this a
I
little
just
bit?
I just know the stupid dances. The one where like they fold up, the knees fold up, and I
Hmm.
don't know. Yeah, what's that called?
I
Cassie
don't
knows
You're
them
remember.
all.
swimming there, Cass. Have you fallen into the pool? What's this?
Yeah.
Oh dear, dear. Anyway,
Oh.
flipping into the positives, which scare zones are you most looking forward to this year?
Sam, you first.
So my couple at the top, I've got the Sideshow of Decay, and I've got Infernal. Yeah, that's what it's actually called.
Hmm.
Carnival of
Word.
Nightmares.
I struggled reading that as well. I was like,
Infernal.
infernal? It doesn't sound right.
That's all I
It
have. I
doesn't
mistyped
sound right.
this, but
No, I've got
yeah.
infernal as well.
And if you feel like Downtown Clown as well, I enjoy Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I feel like it's a bit of a got a bit of a following. It's kind of quite good. So I think as far as the other scare zones go, I don't think it sounds too bad. And then like they've got the smaller bits which aren't scare zones but are more like experiences. Like there's one at Mel's for zombies. There's one called Club Horror, which is a bit more of a rave. So as far as things go, Fortnite, not talking about you, I think it's going to be pretty good for scare zones, to be honest.
Totally agree.
And Cassie, you may as well do your 1 to 4 because obviously there's only 4, so
Yeah.
and go for it.
I've got Downtown Clowntown as my number one. I think this is just gonna be super
Such a
fun.
great name.
Yeah. Sideshow of Decay, number two. Infernal Carnival of Nightmares for number three, and Fort Nightmares, number four.
So why is Clowntown top for you?
I think the killer clowns from outer space are awesome. I love their vibes. I think they're precious. Like they are not scary clowns to me.
Are they not?
Mm-mm.
I've not seen them to be fair, so
I think they're just like 80s and cute.
Yeah, like
okay.
oversized costumes. So
Yeah.
the reason this wasn't higher for me is just because it's already been there before and we experienced it in 2018. But again, all they were doing is just walking around slowly, just like in these absolute amazing costumes
Mhm.
and just like photo ops with people and just, yeah, some decent kind of props. There's like the ice cream van and things. So yeah, I think it's going to be a decent scare zone, but yeah, certainly not scary clowns.
Yeah, so my list pretty hard to do because other than Fortnite being fourth, the rest are all kind of interchangeable. But I've got Sideshow of Decay at 3, Carnival of Nightmares 2, and purely for the name, Downtown Clowntown number 1. So and you say that they're nice clowns, Cassie. So I don't mind
Yes.
nice clowns.
They're cute.
Are they cute?
To me, they're cute. And I
Okay.
don't really like clowns, but like
No.
I like them.
Well, the people of Instagram definitely agreed it was far and away Downtown Clowntown. I can't stop saying it. It rolls on the tongue so well. Yeah, 23 votes for Downtown Clowntown, 7 for Sideshow of Decay, 4 for Fort Nightmares, and then 2 for Carnival of Nightmares, which is
Can we name who those 4 people are?
can do, yeah. I know Mark Bradley, a good friend of the show, is one of them. I can't remember the others.
Props are amazing. Sam, I don't know if you've been looking at the props. Maybe just don't if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I try where I can to avoid stuff. I mean, look, I will see it before Halloween Horror Nights because we'll be in the
Yeah.
parks before. But yeah, I try to
It's really cool.
not do.
Clowntown is the one that's top of everyone's list, it seems. Moving on to shows this year. Obviously, we've got Nightmare Fuel, Blood Noir, and Stranger Things Return to Hawkins. Just on Nightmare Fuel, it's an interesting one because obviously, Cassie, I remember you in last year's episode, and you and Danielle were speaking so highly of it, and you were. I mean, you sold it to me anyway, and then
Yeah.
I'm now got loads of videos on my Instagram feed all the time. I'm like, I don't want. I just watch them, and your feed gives you what you watch. Anyway,
Right.
but speaking to some other people recently, they're kind of the other end of the spectrum. They say it's not worth watching, not very good. Kat and Orlando Accomplice that we met up with recently,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, it's just don't know, we don't find it that entertaining or don't find it that enjoyable." But how do you feel about Blood Noir?
I
Is it
think,
basically the same thing?
it's basically the same thing, but to have a different theme this year, I think is cool. Now I will go out on a limb here and say if you're only there for one night, it is kind of one of those things that I would say maybe skip, because it is a significant amount of time of waiting and trying to get in the show because it is so popular. I mean, it is pretty amazing, but a new theme this year I think will be cool. And they are so amazing, the Fuel Girls and just everyone who participates in that show. Obviously, Welcome to the Black Parade playing at the beginning and everyone screaming it together. That is just like just such a fun, thing to be a part of.
Sounds like Sam's worst nightmare. That
I probably
Yeah.
won't be going.
I mean,
I
you're
did
going
think
one
so.
night. And to me, it's like when you're going one night, it's like you have priorities.
Cassie, if I was going to Horror Nights, that would be top of my priority list. Forget the houses. I'll just watch that show all night. It's worth the money. Worth the
Okay.
money. Number one reason why I want to go.
Right.
And Stranger Things return to Hawkins, the Lagoon show. Sam, how do we feel about this? Is it going to be a hit or a miss?
I think for those people that love Stranger Things, I think this is going to be a hit. I know you haven't seen the show, that the daytime kind of show. Well, not daytime, is it? I know you haven't seen the normal show at Universal at the minute, but just how amazing that is. And when that kind of stops for Halloween Horror Nights and they put this version up, I think, yeah, I'm not expecting drones, but I can imagine, with the iconic songs that we've had throughout the few series, I think, yeah, this one for me is the one that I'm most excited for. And just quickly going back to Nightmare Fuel, I disagree with certain people that it's a bad show. I think it's a really good show. And I know this year is a slightly different theme, but for me, it's much of the muchness. I think whilst the theme might be slightly different, I would imagine it's still going to be fairly similar. Like I think some of the previous years have been pretty identical in some sections of the show, etc. So I think you should still watch it. Like Cassie says, if you're there for more than one night, absolutely good show. Just if you have seen it before, you might experience some of the other things. But yeah, for me, Stranger Things is hands down the one that I will make time for, even though I'm only there for one night.
Cassie, I
Absolutely.
imagine you'll be watching the Lagoon show.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited for it. I'm assuming they'll have it on Premium Scream. They better. I watched the Lagoon Show last year, a couple of times actually, and I thought the Lagoon Show last year was really good. So I'm very excited to see what they do with Stranger Things.
What was the theme of the Lagoon show last year? Do you remember?
It was just kind of like
Not an IP.
yeah, it was just like a fun like little skeleton. He was like talking and like walking through the story. It was just like a cute show. I
Okay.
enjoyed it. Honestly, a kid would have liked it.
So this should draw a lot of people to the Lagoon then, with it being Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
It'll be very
absolutely.
popular. We mentioned it a little bit earlier, but in terms of other street entertainment, obviously we've got the Mel's Dying Zombies, and obviously outside Mel's Dying, and we've got Club Horror as well. Cassie, a big fan of Club Horror, I remember.
Love, love Club Horror. Hoping to have some fun time in there. It's really cool. It's just a little change up.
A little change of pace.
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
Sam, any of these whet your appetite?
Yeah, both of them. And to be honest, I threw them into my scare zone hype list, and they very much beat out Fortnite. So yeah, I think both of those.
We
Mel's
get
in
it, Sam.
particular.
We don't. You don't
Do,
like
do you get
Fortnite.
it? Do I need to say it again?
I think you just focus on blood and guts.
What's that? I haven't heard of that. Yeah, Mel's Dying. I have a t-shirt. It's not unfortunately a pastel one like Cassie's got, but I've got Pickle Vix. Shout out Pickle Vix. One of her shirts for Mel's Dying. So yeah,
I've got that
big
as well.
fan of that.
Black one.
Yeah, there we
Mm.
go. Can twin.
Don't fit any more. I put on weight, but thoughts there.
And then Club Horror, I haven't experienced this before, but again, I can just imagine what it's going to be like. So yeah,
It
probably not
all
going to spend
looks.
too much time there when I'm just there on my own, just having a bit of a rave. Might look a little bit strange, but I'll certainly enjoy walking through it.
Yeah, just get a Michelob, Sam. You're fine. You love it.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
A Mickey Ultra, blending
Mickey
with the
Ultra.
locals. It all looks, looking from afar, it looks so overstimulating. Like the whole event, just it looks like a lot. I would need drinks.
I thought that I was going to, I mean, I'm not, it is very overstimulating. It's a lot, but it's also like when you're in that environment, it's almost like you're welcoming it. Like how
Yeah,
busy it is, like it makes it fun. Like the scare
yeah.
zones being great, like it's so fun. Like, and I'm a person obviously who doesn't like Super Nintendo World, and this is way better than Super Nintendo World.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Yeah, if I do make it one year, I'd need many beers to
Always helps.
limber. It always helps in every situation. In every situation. Just before we finish off, a couple of new announcements that were made. Well, today, but last week. The hotels will be getting a spooky look again, Cassie, and also the new key holder bar. Is it?
Yeah, Key Holder Bar is going to be right next to the Music Plaza, and it is for hotel guests, pass holders, and like the credit card
Yes.
members.
Yeah.
So you have to show like that you're staying at one of the hotels, or that you're a pass holder, or of course that you have the credit card. So I think that's really cool.
Mm.
Though I mean, a lot of people who come to Horror Nights obviously are staying at a hotel, but to have your own little bar, it kind of creates you to have like the quicker service, which I think is really cool. The hotels, I'm so happy they're doing this again. Past few years that I've been, they've been doing it. Cabana Bays is like absolutely blows me out of the water. Same with Portofino. Absolutely amazing decorations and just the pumpkins. It's amazing. I just love that the hotels do this.
Sam, you're a big fan of the hotel decorations for the spooky season as well.
Yeah, it's like I say, just bringing Halloween Horror Nights back to your hotel. It's getting you pumped for it. And Cabana Bay, I want to say, was like the original one where they did it first, like years ago. And like Cassie said, that looks unbelievable. I think like the one at Portofino, from like a theming perspective, like very much is, giving me those feels of Dead Man. The house that I mentioned earlier, I absolutely love. But just Cabana Bay, because it's not just the bar area, it's like the full lobby area. It's kind of that main tree kind of in the middle as you walk in and things. It is, yeah,
It's
themed to
amazing.
the nth degree, is looking really, really good.
Let's see if I can find some pictures.
And also something, Cassie, I've just remembered this year's Dead Coconut Club theme. Is it like aliens again?
Yeah, alien theme, which is really cool. Last year they had like a coven witch, or was that 2 years ago? No, that was last year. And then the year before that was the like Bloomhouse overlay.
Hmm.
So I love that the Dead Coconut Club does this. I think it's so cute. And I think the alien thing's gonna be cool. Like I can imagine a
Yeah.
big UFO probably in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, but yeah, I and my outfit actually this year is I'm doing like I have a shirt, it's Stranger Things theme, but it says like beam me up, this place sucks, I think. And so, but that's actually from
Brilliant.
season 5 of Stranger Things. And so it's like an alien crossover too. So that's what I'm doing.
Beam me up, this place sucks.
That's exactly right.
So true. I'd like to get a t-shirt saying that. Sam, have you got your outfit prepared?
No, but I've got a few Halloween Horror Nights from previous years, so
Oh,
they will
brilliant.
be in the case. But then I'll probably see what takes my fancy when we go there. We've got the tribute store, which will be opening a couple of weeks' time, I guess. So again, take a nosy in there, see if I can somehow get into the Pass Holder Lounge and kind of see what the offerings are there as well. So I will probably pick up a shirt from this year and then end up wearing that one.
Yeah.
Just a couple of quick questions that we threw to Instagram as well. I'll throw to you guys. What do we think the dark horse of the event's going to be this year?
Question. What does Dark Horse mean?
You know what? I knew you were going to say that, Cassie. I knew that.
Just,
I knew you were going to say that. That's brilliant. It's like I could read your mind. Dark horse means like something that not everyone's talking about, but it's going to be really good.
Okay.
Like not
so,
like
so
Stranger Things,
basically, if
something
Evil's Dead Burn was the best house of the event, that would be the dark horse
like
because
what's your
everyone's
like
saying like,
sneaky little suspicion of something being really good that not everyone's talking about. Could be anything. Could be a house. Could be a scare zone. Whatever.
You first?
Any ideas?
well, I'm not really seeing anyone talking about anything full stop, to be honest. So I don't know what people are at. But I think Ozzy Osbourne, like I say, people might be
Yeah.
talking about it already, but I just think that one is going to land really, really well. I can imagine it'll be really gruesome. Lots of good things kind of going on. I think on the face of it, when it got announced, I was like, why is this here? But like the more I think about it, the more I think, you know what, this could actually be really good. So yeah, looking forward to that one. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people have got that kind of top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
If you aren't sure, Cassie, I'll go through what the people on Instagram said, and there was a clear winner, and with 10 votes, Invasion Alien Abduction. People think is going to be the dark horse of this year's event, with Madlands, which was very low in both of your hype lists, with 5 votes. Fortnite with 3 votes, Sam. I'm sure you're pleased to hear that being the dark horse of the event. You never know; it could really change your. No, it won't. Evil Dead Burn and Cybergore with 2, and then Club Horror, Jack and Oddfellow, Sideshow Decay, Stranger Things Show, Ozzy Osbourne House, and Stranger Things House. And then 1 vote for Art the Clown being a dark horse, even though he's not a dark horse. Baby Girl is the event.
He is the
He's
entire
back as well,
event.
Cassie.
He is. I can't
With his
wait to
trike,
see
I'm
him.
sure. Little tricycle.
Oh, see, and that's the thing about Premium Scream that, like, I was telling Joe, I'm like, yeah, like, you get to go to the houses, but like, you get less of a crowd to do like the fun experiences, like seeing art, like going to Club Horror, seeing the Lagoon show. So, like, that's where my energy is heading, you know, and the food, of course, is included, which is cool.
Yeah, we've not even mentioned the food, have we? Is it being announced yet? Does that get announced prior?
It comes out prior, but they have not said anything yet.
Okay.
My issue with the food is it looks amazing, but the queues are as long as the houses, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it's so bad.
Just get me
There's
some
like been so
tenders
many
and I'll
things in the
keep
years
going.
gone by, like coming into it, I've been like, I really want to get that, and then I thought, well, I'm a little bit peckish, but don't want to spend the same amount of time queuing for that, or just go in and do something
Yeah.
else. So
Hmm.
Very true. Especially when you've only got one night as well. You don't want to be queuing for pizza tots for 2 hours.
Ugh,
Are they still on? Are they still a thing? The
pizza fries, yeah,
pizza fries,
are
sorry.
a staple.
sure they'll have
Yeah.
them again this year.
Yeah. And last question that I put to the people online: biggest disappointment or biggest flop of this year's event? And there's no surprises that Fortnitemares came the top of that list from the people of Instagram with 8 votes. Stranger Things in second with 6 votes. They think it's going to be a bit of a letdown. Sinners with 4, Ozzy Osbourne 3, and then Madlands, Nightmare Fuel, Evil Dead Burn, Stranger Things Show, Cybergoria. And a couple of interesting ones at the bottom getting 1 vote. Finnegan's not being open yet. Biggest disappointment.
Yeah. Hmm.
And then one from Jake saying Jay not going to the event. So yeah, that's
Fair.
the biggest disappointment. Yeah. I should have got more votes. Only 1 person.
I think the biggest like disappointment house will end up being like Cybergoria or the Caged Cannibals. I don't know. You can't say Fortnite.
Fortnitemares.
No, that's the obvious thing. I hope it's not the case, but Jack and Oddfellow,
Oh yeah.
just because like just so many people are hyped for it. I think it's going to be a great house. I guess it's just, is it going to live up to what people want it to be and think it will be, because they put it on such a high, still it's, I just honestly don't know. Like for me is like, someone who goes to Halloween Horror Nights as and when they can, they enjoy it, but because I don't go that often, I don't follow it as closely as some people who, are able to go every year, who will like really value those icons, and then could like, I'm just worried that I guess they might think it's going to be something that's unfortunately just unachievable for Universal to actually do. So
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
that's
that.
fair. Sam, can I put you in a Fortnite outfit for the thumbnail on this episode, please?
yeah, I thought you were going to say, can I dress you up in one for the actual night? So yeah, you can take the thumbnail. That is
No, I
absolutely
don't want to dress you. Don't worry. I'm not. I'm good.
I was thinking more you would send me an outfit as opposed to
No,
Sam, put your
okay.
arms up.
Not that. Yeah, not that desperate. Not that desperate. I'll let Victoria dress you. On that note, I think that will do it for this week. Another absolute chaotic episode as ever. But we made it. We made it. If you made it this far, just comment Sam loves Fortnite in the comments. Please, someone do it. Thank you to everyone for watching and listening to the episode as ever. Your support is greatly appreciated by myself and all of us as well. Sam, Cassie, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the event. I will be following your content from afar, obviously. And yeah, we will see you all again next week.
Bye.
Peace out.